Princess Eugenie to move back into Frogmore after royal baby's birth. Princess Eugenie might move back to Frogmore Cottage after she has given birth to her first child, according to a royal expert. Eugenie and her husband Jack Brooksbank are expecting a baby in early 2021. In November they moved into Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's former residence, Frogmore Cottage, in Windsor. This was considered a perfect fit because it had been recently renovated with a baby in mind. However, after just 6 weeks they mysteriously moved out, sparking wild speculation as to why. It has now emerged that the couple have not returned to Ivy Cottage in Kensington Palace, but moved in with Eugenie's parents Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson at the Royal Lodge in Windsor Great Park. One royal expert has suggested that this is all because of the practicalities of being heavily pregnant amid the coronavirus pandemic. He suggested that things may change when the baby is born due to rules about support bubbles. Pod Save the Queen is hosted by Ann Gripper and features Daily Mirror royal editor Russell Myers. Mr. Myers said the new COVID-19 lockdown means Eugenie, who is about to pop, would not be able to get help from her parents if she had stayed at Frogmore Cottage. They would count as being from separate households and so would not be able to socialize inside and could only meet outside one-on-one for a walk or other exercise. They would also not be able to help her when she goes into labor. However, the current rules mean families with a baby under 1 can form a support bubble with another household. This means, once Eugenie has given birth, she can bubble with her parents, and so would not have to be living with them. Ms. Gripper said, "We should probably mention the C word because, practically in terms of the rules that exist and obviously William and Kate and the Wessexes we talked about last week getting into a little bit of trouble for bumping into each other outside and wandering around and having a walk which was not allowed. Fergie and the Royal Lodge household are one household, and if Eugenie and Jack had been at Frogmore they would have been another household. And theoretically at this time they would not have been allowed to meet up indoors or even outside. Eugenie could have gone for a walk with her mom at 2 meters distance, that would have been it. So there's a lot of practical. I don't know what the rules are if your daughter is having your first grandchild, I mean you're not meant to go essentially. That's the rules." Mr. Myers agreed, saying, "No, you're not allowed to they wouldn't even be allowed to bubble up. I think the rules are you can have a support bubble if you need the rules change or the implementation of the rule because of people breaking them or whatever but if you have a child under 1 then you can bubble up with another household. But obviously things will change when the baby arrives, hopefully safely and all is well, then perhaps we will see them move into Frogmore. And then they can bubble up with them, because it's only round the corner. So I think they've done it for ease. It's a way of being together throughout this lockdown and fair play to them, to be honest, because it's a stressful period for everybody." Eugenie is not the only grandchild of the Queen to be expecting a baby this year. Zara Tindall will be welcoming her 3rd child later this year. To subscribe to Pod Save the Queen, go to your normal podcast provider.